Yo, what is up, everyone? My name is Dom, and we're here to talk about unusual options activity. All right, let's kick it off with a disclaimer. So, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this programming are solely the opinion of the show and are not a specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. All right, everyone. First one I want to bring up is DNN, Denison Mines. Now, this is a uranium miner. So this is a materials play. Now, as you can see here, this one is hit on for some unusual options activity before. As you can see here, for these April 16th 2.5 strike calls, there's about an open interest of about 115,000. Now, you don't see that very often. Like what I've said before, we've seen unusual options activity in this one before, so that some of the volume there of that 115,000 is definitely from some of the contracts we've seen being bought over the last month or so. But as you can see here, they're coming in and buying about 20,000 more of these April 2.5. They're getting almost 12,000 of these April 1.5s. But the one that I picked up that I thought was interesting was there was about 8,000 of these October 3 strike calls that traded hands, open interest of about only 600. Now, mind you, this stock is $1.14, and they were coming in and buying these October 15th 3 strike calls. Now, we do have a stock position on in this one because of the unusual options activity that we've seen in the past. Now, I'd kind of say this one was a little bit of a value stock here, this whole rotation of value. But, this thing has had a huge run, and, along with some of these other uranium mining stocks. So, these things, I think, there's like some news about how uranium might be a good clean energy fuel. I've been reading up about that. So, that might be kind of a play on this. So, this is definitely kind of a little bit of a speculative one, but, it's not, some high-flying technology stock by any means. It definitely does have, kind of a steep valuation here. But, this is just a flyer, so it's kind of a smaller position for us. So, let's check out the next one. This is another materials play here. Not 3X. There we go. United States Steel. Now, I will warn everybody, this one has had a huge run, the past week or so, and we'll check out the chart in a second here. So I have a position in these January 2022 25 strike calls. Now, I bought these a little while ago. There wasn't any unusual options activity in it. I'll sometimes, if I feel confident about a position or I like a stock and it's come down, I'll just, put on a trade. So that's what I did there. And as you can see here in these April 16th 25 strike calls, 20,000 contracts there. These April 16th 29 strike calls, 17,000 contracts there. What really stood out to me was people were coming in and buying these April 1st 30 strike calls, almost 17,000 of those contracts traded hands, open interest of about 176. I love seeing a ratio like that. So let's check out the chart. Full disclosure too, I do have a stock position as well in this one. So, this is kind of what I'm talking about here. In the last 5 days, this thing has rallied from about 18 to about 25. So, you kind of have to be a little careful with some of this unusual options activity. I'd say that these people are definitely chasing this stock. It's like, why were they not coming in and, buying all those contracts when the stock was 18, 17, it even got down to 16. I saw that this thing had a big pullback, so I just jumped in without any of the unusual options activity. And it figures now that the stock is back up to 25, now they're buying calls. So just to, you have to be careful with some of this unusual options activity. Sometimes they're chasing it, and I've been really wary of that lately, especially because like what I've said before, it's just getting a little harder to make money in the market. It's not really like how it was, towards the end of the year last year where, just everything was working, where you see unusual options activity and you just jump in. So, that's why it's kind of hard for me to be bringing 2 trades a day that I'm doing because I'm being a little more cautious. But I still want to be bringing you guys the trades and letting you know what the institutions are buying here. So thanks to everyone who's been subscribing. I really appreciate it. Make sure to keep the subscribing up. I'm trying to keep these videos a little shorter here, so you can just dive in and watch it real quick, and then the video's over. Leave a comment down below if you got any questions. We'll see you in the next one, everyone.